Well, it's Tuesday of Meet Your Recruiter Week, and I'm joined today by Nadine from PepsiCo. Hi, Nadine. Thanks so much for joining me. Yeah, for those who haven't met you before, yeah, introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about what you do.
Yep, absolutely. Thank you so much, Catherine, for having me. I'm so excited to be here today.
My pleasure.
I am a talent sourcing and project specialist at PepsiCo. I've spent most of my career in talent sourcing. It's my favorite part of the talent acquisition process. So I'm just really excited to be here, and yeah.
I feel like I'm here with a kindred spirit. 'Cause sourcing is my favorite part of the process as well. And yeah, I did a stint with PepsiCo back in, well, oh, it must be like 10 years ago now.
Oh
And
wow.
yeah, I thought they were a wonderful company to work for. Yeah, so yeah, a little bit jealous actually, I think.
Yeah, I am loving it. It's a really great environment. I feel like I bring my best self to work, and being able to actually be in talent sourcing makes it so much better. So, and I know you understand that because it's also your favorite part of the process. So you get me.
Absolutely, absolutely, yes. Hello to everyone who's watching us live. Do say hello in the chat, whether you are here on Crowdcast or if you're on LinkedIn. I'm sure Charlotte at Recruiting Gym will pass on messages to us so that we see them. So, hi Pascal, good morning. Hello Angela, hi Donovan. Angela says, seen some great posts already this morning. Yes, welcome back, everyone. Oh, hi, Pippa. Hi, Jodie. Oh, Jodie's going to be my guest tomorrow, so really looking forward to that
Yay.
as well. So yeah, if you're watching us, do say hello. It's always nice to know who's tuning in. Kate says good morning as well. Hiya. Yeah, and it's been lovely to see everyone's posts as well coming in yesterday and today. I haven't had quite as much time as I usually get to spend in the feed commenting and stuff. So if I've missed your post, do feel free to send it to me on LinkedIn in a message. LinkedIn isn't amazing at putting everything in the hashtag feed, so sometimes I can miss something. So I do want to comment on everyone's posts. So if I miss something, do bug me about it. But yeah, I will be back on that a little bit this morning and again later on this afternoon. So yeah, our aim is to get your post some engagement this week. That's why we ask you to use the Meet Your Recruiter hashtag, so that we can help us find your posts and leave comments and everything. So today we're talking about top tips for the job seekers in our networks, thinking about updating their CVs or their LinkedIn profiles. So if you haven't got a top tip for CVs, but you've got one for LinkedIn profiles, go ahead, share that today. We are not going to be precious about this prompt. Nadine, we were just talking about our posts for today. I don't think either of us
Mhm.
have posted yet, but that's
No.
fine. There's no rush. I saw a few people yesterday saying, oh, they were late to the party, posting for the Monday prompt, but there's no such thing. If you haven't posted for yesterday's prompt yet and you want to join in, go ahead. You're not late. Yeah, post whenever you want. The important thing is joining in and making a post. So yes, today, what did you think of today's prompt, Nadine?
This one was actually my favorite, and I loved it because I feel like there's so many people out there giving advice to job seekers, and it makes it so scary for them, especially at the beginning of the year when especially new graduates or people that are just looking for something new. It's so daunting at the beginning of the year to get back in there. And so many people share their advice and their experiences, but sometimes it doesn't come from the people that are actually reviewing their profiles, actually recruiting, and the advice can sometimes be misleading. So that's why this was my favorite prompt, because I think that the advice will come from people that mean well and actually will be reviewing their CVs, actually recruiting for the roles, and are in the industry. So their advice will be much more helpful and well meaning.
Absolutely, yeah. I feel like I see a lot of misinformation about things like ATS systems and how they
My
might
gosh, the
screen.
evil monster.
Yeah, sort of that there's more AI being used than perhaps there really is. Um,
Mhm.
yeah, so I think it's important to hear, like, yeah, straight from the horse's mouth, the people who are actually receiving the CVs that people are spending their time making, and see what we really think. Sheen says, good morning, Catherine and Nadine. Nice to meet you at last. Oh,
Morning.
Yes, finally putting kind of moving faces to names
Mm.
and profile pictures, which is nice. Um, is it Tessia? And Brenda, say hello over on LinkedIn. Thank you, Angela, for passing on the message. Good morning to you both. Yeah, do feel free to send us connection requests if you're not connected already, and yeah, and join in with the challenge. It'd be lovely to have you. So yeah, when it comes to posting on LinkedIn, Nadine, I think you're probably quite disciplined with this, whereas I'd say it's something that I struggle to be consistent with, hence coming up with the challenge. How do you keep motivated when it comes to your personal brand and sort of sharing on a regular basis?
Yeah, I think being in TA, I think it's important to keep your brand going because that's basically your credibility, especially because we are so digital now. So as opposed to face interviews or even these webinars that we're having right now, we're doing everything so digitally. So it's important to maintain your presence online to actually show people who you are, and that kind of motivates me in a sense that we all do have a personal brand, but actually actively work.
Oh, Nadine has frozen for me. Does it happen for everyone else or just me? Pop something in the chat if you can see me or something's gone weird for you. Okay, Kate says yes, it's frozen. We might need to refresh pages. Nadine, if you can hear me, try refreshing your page. Oh,
I'll invite her over.
Okay. Thank you, Charlotte.
What?
Yeah, if you're wondering what's happening, Charlotte at Recruiting Gym is actually secretly here in the background as well. So yeah, we should get this sorted out. Sometimes there's a little quirk of connection, I think.
That's all it is.
So interestingly, actually, Nadine saying about doing videos and lives and that helping with personal brand as well. I was listening to the latest episode of Mark Williams' LinkedIn Informed podcast yesterday. That usually comes out over the weekend, and then I catch up when I can. And he made the excellent point that as AI becomes more prevalent, and actually LinkedIn is encouraging us to use AI in doing things like writing our profiles and even contributing to posts and things, it will become more and more important that we almost prove we're real as part of crafting our personal brand. And things like doing live, there's a real human behind the profile. There is actually somebody who looks like that profile picture and is somebody that you can get to know. Obviously, at some point, it could be that AI video generation gets good enough. They see enough videos of me sitting here like this that they could generate one that would look believable. But and then obviously letting people know that you're real will become in a video will become important as well. But really, until then, I don't think we're quite there yet. Video is a great way of letting people know that there is a real person behind the personal brand. So yeah, I thought that was really interesting to think about. Yeah, I can see Kate in the chat saying the joys of live streaming. Absolutely. And I see Kate's been posting videos for her posts this week on Meet Your Recruiter. So definitely know that Kate's real. I know Kate's real because I've met her, but yeah, an interesting way to grow your personal brand in the future. Welcome back.
Hi, is everything fine now? I refreshed my page. I'm not sure what happened. Oh, good.
Yes,
okay, cool.
Yeah, so you're moving again, and I can hear you again. Where did we get interrupted? I'm trying to remember.
I think it was about being inspired and motivated to post.
Absolutely, yes. Yeah, I think we talked before we came live, didn't we, about the days when you feel really inspired are the days when you feel really good about posting, and then some other days when the inspiration isn't there, it's a little bit more difficult to find the motivation.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's what's so great about Meet Your Recruiter Week is that the inspiration is already created for you, and because it's directed at recruiters and people that are on the industry, there's always something you can think about that resonates with you to be able to post on those days.
Absolutely, yeah. So if you're just discovering Meet Your Recruiter Week and you like the inbuilt inspiration, this is actually the 10th time we've done it now. So there would be 50 prompts available. So if you wanted to keep going and you hadn't taken part before, or you'd taken part in some rounds but not all,
Mm-hmm.
if you dived into the daily workout course in the recruiting gym, you would find those past prompts and yeah, could just simply use those to keep going if you wanted to. So yeah, there's a lot of resources now in the sort of Meet Your Recruiter prompt bank to help people keep going if they are new to the challenge or new to building their personal brand.
Wow, that's really cool. I think you could also, if people do want to use that, to actually use it to create their own social media content plan for the year if they are interested in building their personal brand over time.
That's a really good idea. Yeah, actually having like a content calendar
Mm,
with your own ideas, looking at maybe events that are happening in your industry or things like days of the year. I know we did a whole thing back in November on the daily workout about different like daily celebrations.
so
I
cool.
I did one. I think I came live with Claire and we talked about the Doctor Who 60th anniversary because I'm a Doctor Who fan. Um, and yeah, so it made sense for me to talk about that on that day, and it just shares a little bit of personality and things like that. So yeah, having a calendar so that you don't forget those dates is a really good idea. I like that.
Yeah.
So can you give us a little preview? What is your top tip for CVs today?
Yeah, I think mine will definitely be something about using your LinkedIn profile as your personal brand, and being able to share your story, because I think with the job seekers, something that could be scary for them is they aren't aware that it's really their story that counts. Um, so I think that's something I'm still working on my post. I'm hoping to post after this, but it will definitely be something about your using LinkedIn as your personal brand and also being able to share your story and experience effectively on your CV, because it is your story to tell. It's your experience, despite your job title. It's also about what you've learned and what those skills are that you can use for your next role. But it's really your perception that counts.
Absolutely. I think there's probably going to be a similar thread to mine. Just thinking about, I wanted to share about, thinking as much about what you want as a job seeker as much as what you can bring to an employer. So I
Hmm.
think we're always thinking about, okay, what can I write on this document that will
Yes.
convince an employer I'm valuable? But actually, what can you write on there that communicates to the employer whether or not they're right for you? Actually saying, well, this is what I'm looking for. This is what I want.
Hmm.
Hmm, yeah.
Yeah, I think that one is really valuable because it's always, people preparing for interviews, trying to figure out what's the right thing to say to the interviewer. But at the end of the day, it's what's also that what's important to them, and how it would work for both them and the organization, not just about saying the right thing. So I
Mhm.
think I think that tip would be very valuable to share. It will be so helpful for so many people.
Yeah. Telling your own story well, as you say, and yeah, and being true to yourself. Going to
Mm.
help you get the right role. Yeah, not just a role. Good stuff. Oh, well, thank you so much for joining me. Um, we will go find you on LinkedIn and connect if we haven't already. And yeah, I look forward to seeing your posts the rest of this week. They're always a treat. And tomorrow I'm going to be joined by Jodie, and we are going to talk about sharing a job. So yeah, classic recruiter post on LinkedIn tomorrow. So yes, I look forward to seeing all of those and the creative ways that you find to share. So thank you so much, Nadine. Have a great rest
Thank
of
you
the
so
day,
much.
and hopefully see you soon.
Yep, cool. Thank you so much. Thanks, everyone. Looking forward to your posts as well.
Thank you so much. Bye bye.